Look, I know that non-Muslim analysts, I know that non-Muslim and Western analysts and academics and community leaders and even politicians, I know that they listen. And I know that they're never going to invite me to speak. They're never going to have me on a panel or anything like that. But I know absolutely that they're listening, without a question, without doubt. And I also know without doubt that they won't admit that fact because of the Islamic element in my content. I'm aware of this. I know they won't have me on and they won't invite me at all on any sort of a panel or platform because I'm controversial, because I have a sketchy past and what have you. No one is going to admit that they're listening, but they are listening. You know, Shaheed is too radical, right? Shaheed is too anti-West. Shaheed is too pro-Muslim. He's not objective. Shaheed is this, Shaheed is that, Shaheed is the other, until I'm not. Until I'm not. Let me tell you something. I didn't come to Islam because of some spiritual experience, some epiphany. I didn't have anything like that. And I also wasn't going through any type of transitional difficulties in my life or any kind of a crisis that caused me to embrace Islam in some sort of a desperate search for meaning. That's the thing that happens. No, I came to Islam, alhamdulillah, through an analytical process, through a strictly rational, reasoned process, an intellectual process. And the fact of the matter is, you cannot treat Islam the way you treat any religions. It is qualitatively and quantifiably distinct. Listen to me, your experience with Christianity is not informative at all about Islam. I mean, truth be told, this is exactly the same sentiment that made Christianity completely unrecognizable from the teachings of Nabi Isa alayhi salam, the teachings of Prophet Jesus, the original teachings of Prophet Jesus. Because you have that sentiment of alter the message to give it broader appeal. Make it more relatable to what people already believe and what people already accept. Use their paradigms. That's what you did with the teachings of Jesus. This has been your whole problem for 2,000 years. Because you want acceptance, not change. You want approval, not rehabilitation. You want popularity, not improvement. But like I've said many, many times, we publish what we publish on the channel for posterity, not for popularity. We are here to bear witness, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, with as much honesty as possible, to bear witness regardless of whether or not our testimony makes anyone comfortable or makes anyone uncomfortable. We're not doing it for comfort or discomfort. We're doing it to tell the truth. Middle Nation is a Muslim channel, and our three objectives, the three objectives of Middle Nation, are to promote the economic sovereignty, the political independence, and the psychological decolonization of the Muslims and of the global South more broadly. Yes, alhamdulillah, we have a significant audience in the West. We have a significant number of Westerners who follow the channel. But the West is not our primary audience. Even when I talk to or about Westerners in my content, the audience is still our own people. It's always our own people. I'll talk to Westerners about how they are, primarily so that our own people can understand how they are. And if any Westerners take that to heart, alhamdulillah. I don't bear you any ill will in the West. I bear you no ill will, as Allah is my witness. I wish no bad for you. I think that what has been done to you, to your collective psyche in the West, to your minds, what your so-called civilization has done to you, in fact, I think it's actually worse than anything that you ever did to us. Including colonization, including the Crusades, including all the wars and the invasions and the literally hundreds of millions of deaths that you've caused. I think what you've done to your own people is worse, because what you have done to your own people has been to make them into that kind of people who can even commit such atrocities and feel nothing about it, and feel fine about it, even feel proud about it. That means no matter how many of our lives destroyed, there isn't a single life in any of your societies that you have not destroyed. You destroyed their minds. You destroyed their morals. You destroyed them spiritually. You destroyed them spiritually. You destroyed them mentally. You destroyed them intellectually. You destroyed them morally. And you destroyed their humanity. And you did that systematically. And you're still doing it systematically, relentlessly, and ruthlessly on an ongoing basis. Yes, I have pity for you. I have pity for you. And I don't have any hatred, and I don't have any rancor towards you whatsoever. But yes, also, unfortunately, I cannot say that I have respect for you. I mean, except for respect for you as a fellow human being, just on that basis. But even my respect for you as a fellow human being, well, that mostly manifests in the form of pity. In the form of pity. Because you were raised in a so-called civilization that has not endowed you with any characteristics deserving of respect beyond that. And this comment that I'm responding to is a perfect example of that. That so-called civilization has made you oblivious. It has made you delusional. It has made you unserious. It has made you mentally and intellectually stunted, and has made you rigidly encased in a box of indoctrination that completely disconnects you from reality. With every passing day, it becomes more and more conspicuous to everyone else in the world, and fewer people are willing to play along and pretend that you make any sense whatsoever. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but you need to know.